Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome to today's meeting of the Boston Public Facilities Commission. I'm turning over to TT.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. This meeting is being recorded and broadcast live. Before we get started, I've asked Colleen Daly, the PFC Secretary, to take a roll call of the meeting participants. Colleen, if you please conduct the roll call.
Thank you, TT. Please unmute your device and confirm your presence when I call your name, beginning roll call with the Commission. Catherine Craven, Chair.
Present.
Larry Mamoli, Commissioner.
Present.
TT Lee, Legal Advisor.
Present.
Catherine Pendleton, Article Clerk.
Present.
And with PFD, Kerry Griffin, Director.
Present.
Scott Dupree, Senior Project Manager.
Present.
Ellen Guzenek, Project Manager.
Present.
I'll be reading for the record the remainder of the individuals who are in attendance but will not be presenting in today's meeting. Attendees do not need to unmute your device when your name is called. Susan Rice, Assistant Director of Operations. Dana DiMatteo, Assistant Director of Operations. Stephen Sirocco, Assistant Director for Construction. Brian McLaughlin, Project Manager. And Rob Arcangeli, Assistant Corp Counsel. This concludes roll call. Thank you.
Thank you, Colleen. The first order of business before you this morning concerns draft meeting minutes for the Public Facilities Department, Mayor's Office of Housing, and Public Works Department from prior meetings which took place on December 14th, 2022. Is there a motion to approve these meeting minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Meeting minutes are approved.
The meeting minutes of December 14th for PFD, MOH, and PWD are hereby approved. This morning with the Public Facilities Department, we have Kerry Griffin, Director of PFD. PFD has 4 vote requests on the agenda for today. Vote number 1 is being presented by Scott Dupree, Senior Project Manager with PFD. This vote concerns an amendment to the vote of June 15, 2022 regarding a contract with Design Lab Architects Incorporated to provide architectural design and construction administration services associated with the Boston Centers for Youth and Family Curley Community Center renovation project located at 1663 Columbia Road in South Boston. This request is for an increase of $25,650 to the contract amount. Scott, if you please present your vote request.
Good morning, Commissioners. As mentioned, my name is Scott Dupree, and I'm here today to request the Commission's approval to amend the executed Design and Construction Administration Services contract with Design Lab Architects, Inc. for the Boston Centers for Youth and Families Curley Community Center renovations project. This matter was last before the Commission on June 2022, when the Commission voted to amend Design and Construction Administration Services contract for this project to Design Lab. The scope of the contracted design work includes interior and exterior renovations to the Curley Community Center. The first amendment was for additional monies to address the need for increased design services. The additional design services were needed due to the project's original budget not adequately covering the cost for resiliency measures, additional mechanical upgrades, and escalation. The additional services were increased due to geo-technical and coastal issues that arose from the resiliency study. The second amendment was for additional monies to address the need for increased design services. The additional design services were related to construction administration, along with additional services for building envelope consultants and hazardous material consultants for unforeseen conditions that arose during the project, as well as graphic design services for wayfinding. The third amendment was for time only, which was extending the contract duration while this current amendment was being negotiated. This is the fourth amendment request of the project to be brought before the Commission. The amendment is for additional monies to address the need for increased design services. The additional design services are related to construction administration, and additional 2 months of construction administration were needed to substantially complete this project, which includes lost time during the construction phase due to unforeseen conditions in and around the building, which are related to exterior site work and interior finishes being delayed. If you could please turn your attention to slide 1. This is an image of the renovated L Street entrance, which is seen from Day Boulevard. In slide 2, you can see the new benches and added bio-retention swales in front of the building. These were just some of the issues we ran into on the exterior of the building as we tried to get the project moving forward. And then slide 3, lastly, you can see the renovated entrance and handicap ramp to the M Street entrance off of Day Boulevard. Therefore, PFD is requesting Design Lab submitted a proposal fee for the additional services in the amount of $25,650 to cover the additional construction administration. This request will bring the total contract up to $2,618,936.75. Of significance, expenditures of the funds is only permitted after PFD senior management reviews and written approval. Lastly, the funds requested are approved by the City's Office of Budget Management, as further explained and verified with supporting documentation in the project background memorandum. Thank you for your time. Review this vote request, and I welcome any opportunity to answer any questions.
Thank you. Any questions, Commissioner Mamoli?
Yes, this is for an extension of time till the end of this month. So I can safely assume the project is going to be complete as of February 1st.
We will be completed interior, exterior, and the punch list around that time, yes.
I'm sure everybody in South Boston will be happy to see that over.
You have no idea how many people have stopped me.
Motion to approve.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That vote number 1 is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Vote number 1 is approved. Vote number 2 is being presented by Carrie Griffin for Brian Melia, who is unable to attend today. Vote 2 concerns an amendment to the vote of June 13, 2018 regarding a contract with Skanska USA Building Incorporated to provide owner's project manager services associated with the Boston City Hall and Plaza renovations Phase 2 project located at 1 City Hall Square. This request is for $1,150,000 for the contract amount and a time extension to the contract expiration date through September 19, 2025. Carrie, if you please present this vote request.
Thank you, TT. Good morning, Commissioners. I am presenting for Senior Project Manager Brian Melia. This is the second request to the Public Facilities Commission to amend the executed Owner's Project Manager's contract with Skanska USA Building. This amendment is for a time extension from September 19, 2023 to September 19, 2025, and for additional monies for increased design assistance and project oversight as part of City Hall Plaza Phase 2. The funds requested are approved by the City's Office of Budget Management. The additional services are related to the advertised scope of work and include City Hall Plaza renovations with improved programming spaces, accessibility, and stormwater management. The fee for the additional services is $1,150,000. The fee structure is as advertised in the original request for qualifications and reviewed and accepted by the Public Facilities Department and reflects an acceptable price for the scope of work. The PFC approved the award of the Owner's Project Manager on June 13, 2018. The original CRBAR was for complete owner's project management services during design and construction consistent with the advertised scope of phase completion supported by appropriated funds over 5 years. The fee for the original OPM services was for $1,825,000. Catherine, can you please present your screen? So the focus of the work for Phase 2 will be the 4th floor terrace that is connected to the newly constructed accessible west ramp from the plaza and the 3rd floor interior lobby. Slide 2, Catherine, please. Currently, the existing terraces have no direct access from the building, uneven pavers, deteriorated waterproofing, and skylights that are a constant source of water infiltration into the building. Slide 3, please. The current design concepts, terraces, gardens, and the hub all include 4 main tenants, make all terraces accessible, and all options include a 4-stop elevator from the building interior that removes the existing non-functioning escalators and provides accessible access to all public transaction spaces within the building, as well as direct access to the 4th floor terrace. Goal 2 is to address and repair water infiltration into the building through the field waterproofing and skylights. Goal 3, repave all surfaces for ADA compliance. And the 4th goal aligns with the administrative goals for public event space that encourages civic engagement and models sustainability and resiliency. Thank you for your time, and I'm happy to address any questions you may have.
Thank you. Any questions, Commissioner Moore?
No questions. Motion to approve.
Seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Thank you. Vote 2 is hereby approved. Vote numbers 3 and 4 will be presented by Ellen Gizanek, Project Manager for PFD. I'd like to call your attention, Commissioners, as votes 3 and 4 are both amendments to the votes of April 15, 2022 regarding consultant contracts for the 2021 Massachusetts School Building Authority's Accelerated Repairs Program at 4 Boston Public Schools projects located in Roxbury and Dorchester, managed by PFD. As a result, there's a request of the Commission to allow the project manager to present votes 3 and 4 jointly with a separate roll call for each vote thereafter. Would that be agreeable to the Commission?
Yes.
Agreeable.
Thank you, Commissioners. Vote number 3 is a request to amend a contract for Answer Advisory Management LLC to provide owner project manager services associated with the projects. The request is for an increase of $214,240. Vote number 4 is a request to amend a contract with Habib Associates Incorporated to provide design and construction administration services associated with projects. And this request is for an increase of $663,364. Ellen, if you would please present your vote request.
Thank you, Titi. Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Hélène Gizanek. I'm here today to request an amendment vote for approval to continue the professional design services for the contract of Stephen Habib Associates and the owner project management services for Answer Advisory Management LLC for the 2021 MSBA Accelerated Repair Program projects at the 4 following Boston Public Schools. So the Boston Day and Evening Academy in Roxbury, Mass., the Rafael Hernandez K.A. School in Roxbury, Mass., the William Anderson Upper School in Dorchester, and the William Russell Elementary School also in Dorchester, Mass. For the school before you today, this process with the MSBA began with the submission of the Statement of Interest back in February of 2021. The MSBA voted to invite these 4 schools into the 2021 ARP program on October 22, 2021, and the City Council appropriated $1,212,000 on December 15, 2021 to fund the feasibility studies through schematic design. Then the consultants were assigned to these projects on March 10 of 2022, and the Public Facilities Commission voted to approve the original contract for Answer Advisory Management LLC and Habib Associates on April 15, 2022. The schematic designs of the 4 schools were submitted to the MSBA on October 27, 2022, and on December 21, 2022, the MSBA board voted to authorize the execution of the project funding agreement in the amount of $22,580,546. The Public Facilities Department is currently working to obtain the second City Council appropriation to support the completion of the designs through project closeout. This matter was read into Council last week at their first meeting, legislative session of 2023. We're now awaiting a hearing with the Ways and Means Committee and anticipate the following schedule to complete the City Council appropriation process, which would be well within the MSBA 90-day deadline. So January 11th was the appropriation vote was read into Council. Prior to January 24th, hearing will be held with the Ways and Means Committee. On January 25th would be the first vote. On February 8th, the second vote. Then the mayors would sign, and there's a 20-day hold period from the date of the mayor's signature before the clerk can authorize the vote and the funds are available. Answer Advisory and Habib Associate contracts were funded through the schematic design, which concluded in December 2022. The execution of the second City Council appropriation is not anticipated until late February and early March, which creates a 2-month gap in available funding for Answer Advisory and Habib Architects. There is currently money available in the original City Council appropriation for the 2021 ARP consultants. The PFC vote today of $214,240 for Answer Advisory as well as $663,364 for Abib Associates, will exhaust the remaining money from the original $1,212,000 appropriation and will allow the design work to continue on the projects while the second appropriation works through the city council process. Please note, once the City Council vote is obtained, I will be back before the Public Facilities Commissions for a third vote for the balance of the agreed upon negotiated fee with Anzer Advisory and Abib Associates. So in conclusion, I'm seeking the Public Facilities Commission's approval to continue the professional design services contract to Abib Associates and OPM Services by Anzer Advisory. I'm here to answer any questions you may have, and I want to thank you for your time and consideration.
Thank you. Any questions, Commissioner Molloy?
No questions. Motion to approve vote number 3.
Second. All in favor of approving vote number 3? Aye.
Aye. Motion to approve vote number 4.
Second. All in favor to approve vote number 4? Aye. Thank you.
Thank you. Vote number 3 and vote number 4 are hereby approved. This concludes PFD's agenda for today's meeting. Is there a motion to adjourn this portion of the meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Second. All in favor of adjourning this portion of the meeting?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
This portion of the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thank you. Have a good day, Commissioners.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Okay, we'll have maybe a 5-minute break just so we can get MOH on.